Good evening and welcome to the special edition of Blueprint Explosive Exclusive, which we're bringing to you from the Lok Bhavan here in Chennai, the scene of much hectic political activity over the last 48 hours. Yesterday, ViJay met the governor here along with Congress leaders and staked claim to support. In fact, the governor had not allowed for a swearing-in ceremony following the fact that ViJay did not have a clear majority. So today's meeting was supposed to be decisive. ViJay, of course, armed with various legal precedents and the number of his own party, which is at 107 now, given that he has resigned from one seat, so down from 108 to 107, plus 5 of the MLAs of the Congress party. But that's still short of the magic figure of 118 required to form a government here in Tamil Nadu. So the governor has given ViJay the option of coming back with letters of support, and if he does have the letters of support of MLAs, which is more than the majority number needed, then he will certainly be allowed to carry out or in fact take the oath of office as Chief Minister. But ViJay's party, now interested in drumming up the support, is approaching the CPI, the CPM and the VCK. Will those 6 MLAs support TVK and the Congress's alliance? That's a big question indeed. Here's what has been stated by CTR Nirmal Kumar of the TVK. Listen in.
And how confident are you, sir? Because what I've learned from the sources that Times now has learned from the sources that governor has posed some questions, but TVK's ViJay is confident on the numbers. How would you like to respond?
No, see, definitely we have confidence. Definitely we'll get the support. And the governor, definitely as a single largest party, he should invite us to form the government.
Okay.
And we are very confident. Like that's what the law and the rules
Yes,
is.
procedure.
So we'll wait for governor because he has to follow the rule.
See, this governors, I thought, is coming from Goa. He's having good image there, but because of his RSS background and because of the pressure of Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah ji, I think he's bending to BJP rather than bending towards the constitution and bending before the people of Tamil Nadu. Governor is making time pass. He's just playing with the gallery, showing that he's now inviting ViJay, that which is not correct. So governor has to be very clear that he has to invite ViJay to form the government. BJP should not try to rule Tamil Nadu with one MLA. They have got only one MLA elected in Tamil Nadu by the people.
Governor has no right to ask Sri ViJay to prove the numbers. He is responsible to prove the absolute majority in the floor of the assembly. So I request our honorable governor to invite TVK President Sri Joseph ViJay to form government.
The single largest party's leader would be called upon by the president in the case of Lok Sabha and by the governor in the case of legislative assemblies. Why Tamil Nadu governor is not doing that? There is a party, Tamil Vetri Kazhagam, and its leader, Mr. ViJay, who have been voted as the single largest party by popular verdict. Why he is not being called upon to stake his claim? This creates a lot of suspicion. So the governor of Tamil Nadu should follow strictly the democratic convention.
All right, and Times Now has been bringing you relentless scoops and updates, breaking all the news right here on Times Now before all the other news channels. We've been keeping you on the edge of your seats literally through the course of the day, and it is going to continue to be a potboiler because of the suspense as to what will transpire here in Tamil Nadu. To talk about that, we have with us our guests. Joining us over here is Mr. Kalyan Raman, leader of the BJP. But my first question is to James Martin. He's a TVK supporter. James Martin, how will you form the government? Very clearly, the government has asked for support letters from Mr. ViJay. Will you be able to convince the CPI, the CPM, the VCK? Because so far, they have not said that they're going to vote along with ViJay or support him on the floor of the House.
Actually, they haven't said exactly they will not support. They are trying to extending their support, but they will convey.
You are trying or they are trying?
Actually, yeah, we are trying. Yeah, they are saying that they will conclude by tomorrow. And also the governor seeking such expectations is not constitutional. They must offer to swear and vote. but he is completely denying even after multiple attempts to meet him and trying with referring previous examples, but he literally denying. So TVK, yes, there is a setback.
Little examples means there are other examples you're saying where the single largest party has been called. Tell us which are those examples.
Actually, they are referring Karnataka, a situation happened in Karnataka, right? So it was there in television already. And also, the governor side also seeking support from the legal authorities. TVK side also made their point, yet he said he is denying literally, which means there is something, some sort of background works been happening on. But we are very much confident that people is with our side.
Confident?
Yes.
The examples that are being cited are B.S. Yediyurappa's case. There are some other cases in Goa, in Meghalaya, where it is not, where the single largest party has been called. And that rule, which is followed in those cases, why is it not being followed in Tamil Nadu is TVK's question. How do you answer that?
See, it is not for me to answer because I am not a constitutional authority. On the other hand, the governor alone, and he alone can be the constitutional authority. So it is for the governor to, whether he is to invite or not to invite, is for him to take a call. But then he is using his discretion and the prerogative to see whether they can be called, whether there can be any confusion in the days to come, whether they can muster the numbers or not. These are some of the factors based on his own wisdom. He will take a call. I am sure he is going to take a call after consulting whatever the legal experts. So I think we should wait for a day or two.
No, but is there some kind of sense that AIDMK also, their leaders are holed up in a resort in Puducherry? Why is that happening? Is there some kind of a split within the AIDMK, and will we then see the AIDMK reach out to the TVK? What is happening in that camp according to you?
How can I comment about what's happening inside the AIDMK? The AIDMK is our
They are the alliance partner.
Still, I'm not an authority, or we don't have a right to comment about what is happening inside the AIDMK. They are our partners. Had we taken the number of seats as like 117 or so, then we would have formed the government. That didn't happen in our case. We were only 56 in number, so we don't have the right to form the government at this point of time. So what is happening inside the AIDMK is for AIDMK people to comment, not for me to comment.
Right. But you know, the challenge for ViJay could be not just getting 10 numbers, because ViJay has to resign one seat. He can't be the MLA from both Perambur and Trichy East. You will also have a speaker then. So the number of the TVK then comes down from 108 to 106. Even if you get the Congress into it, the picture, it is still 111. So you need the support of at least 7 other MLAs. This alliance is only 6. Where are you going to get the rest of the numbers?
Yeah, AIDMK, party like AIDMK, and also there is talks between PMK. But as of now, the main picture is getting the support from the VCK and the Communists. Indian Muslim League, they completely denied the request.
Yeah, they said they will support only.
Yes, of course. So tomorrow, I believe everything will come to conclusion.
Will Mr. ViJay be able to work with Mr. Ramdas? You are saying talks to PMK is very easily. It's not such an easy thing.
No, not exactly. I can't say, but there are sources said they have been approached. But yes, situations like this will make the see. Even a set of people from AIDMK is also ready to extend their support. There are talks like that, and also they are saying we have to make a government allying with AIDMK, etc., etc. So in politics, the situation like this, everything must possible, and also the people is watching. They are very angry at the moment. Please give an opportunity to the major player, ViJay. But as usual, the ground politics is different from the people expectation. But TVK is doing everything they can, and they will make their government, and that's what people is expecting. And I believe it will be happening very soon. And I hope the people will be happy, or else even whatever the situation outcomes, it will favor of TVK, ViJay.
Okay. Mr. Kalyan, 2 questions coming up from what he is saying. One, he is alleging that, allies of the BJP and AIDMK, he is talking about PMK, he is talking about AIDMK, talks have opened up with them. Is that a distinct possibility? Point number 1. First answer that question, then I'll come on to the next point.
Number 1, I'm not supposed to comment, but then I have better confidence than the TVK in our alliance partner that they will not prefer to go away from the NDA. It's a very loyal, very congenial setup that we have created, that the binding is so wonderful Unlike Congress, which jumped within no time, even before anything could happen, even before the TVK people sought their support, they jumped and put conditions also on top of that you should not have any NDA alliance. Having put conditions, I don't know where from there where they will get muster the numbers required. I think it is most unlikely at this point of time that NDA partners joining in the bandwagon. Okay. As far as the other India alliance is concerned, if Congress is joining ViJay, then the rest of the people will not be allowed to join the alliance by the DMK. This is my simple understanding because they are all under the control of
But now we are told
DMK.
But now we're told DMK says it has no problem. And let's take that question across to Syed Hafiz of the DMK, who's also joining us. Syed Hafiz, what would you say about this particular contention? He says, how will the other allies of the DMK Congress alliance then ally with the TVK and the Congress? Because that would be seen as a betrayal by the DMK. Where does the DMK stand on it? Can you tell us?
First of all, my apologies for coming late. See, the entire idea of a united opposition against the BJP was created from Tamil Nadu. It was created by my leader and the allied partners of the DMK in Tamil Nadu. So originally, though Congress might be the part of the India bloc, the other parties, the other factions of the alliance played a major role in shaping the India alliance. That is how we saw Nitish Kumar being the coordinator of the alliance. Then there were talks about Mamata Banerjee, UBT, Arvind Kejriwal, and people in fact asked my Talaivar to be a part of the alliance. So India alliance does not mean it is only Congress. It was created by the major part of other regional parties which could take on with the Congress. So hence, with that point in mind, we don't even know that India alliance could be India alliance if we are out of it. Okay. So that is for some...
That's at a national level. What about at the state level?
At the state level, we are the primary alliance. We don't call this alliance as a India alliance at all. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, it's a SPS, secular and progressive alliance. So the question of India alliance comes only when it is a pan-national state.
CPI, BCK joining their alliance, the TVK's alliance, is ruled out as per the DMK.
No, it is for that parties to decide. They have said that they will take a call after today.
But DMK is not going to hold them back, you're saying?
No. See, it is a democratical alliance where every party has its own autonomy. DMK is certainly not going to meddle in their autonomic functioning of the party. So what we have told them is that, see, there is a fractured mandate. Nobody has an absolute mandate. Even for the instance where people say TVK has a mandate, TVK does not have a mandate. You have taken a mandate against you, like five MLAs from our alliance, and then you're saying you have an alliance. I have a mandate. But as far as the DMK is concerned, the DMK wants the party with the most number to form the government. We are not going to be an hindrance or blocking the party which has the maximum numbers. Okay. And there should not be any constitutional crisis. We are not going to be the problem for anybody who's forming the alliance. However, the onus is not on the DMK to arrange that mandate for somebody claiming power.
Why don't you provide outside support if you want to form a secular coalition?
Sir,
so-called secular coalition.
See, the question is, this will be so unnatural if we provide our support to Mr. ViJay. Because the entire election he fought against us. Okay. The entire election he fought against us. Even today he has sent a letter to all of them except us in the AIDMK. AIDMK according to the sources.
But Syed Hafiz, let me ask you this question, because stranger stories have come out in the media. You have fought AIDMK for the last 5 to 6 decades, and there was yesterday a news about AIDMK and DMK being talked. You're only fighting ViJay for 2 years.
If you want, you can also flash in news today that TVK and DMK are in talks. No. I mean, I'm telling you. If not, I didn't mean you. If people wants to do something, let them do. But as he said, the official statement right on the day of the election, our Talaivar clearly wished and said that whoever has won, I congratulate them, let them form. And today on your same network's newspaper daily, he categorically said we wish him to form the government, but only condition is let him not stop the welfare measures initiated by the previous government. So this is our stand.
So that's the point. Stalin had to clarify. But let me get in the TVK supporter. James, what do you have to say on this? Interesting that he says we are not going to stop anyone. It's the ideological prerogative. But he is saying it seems unlikely that the AIDMK allies, BJP allies, would go ahead with the TVK. What would you say about that?
See, actually, they say one thing and do something. So this is what happening. Actually, they say we will be taking decisions based on people's interest. But literally, it is not displaying at the right this moment. But I believe there is a certain MLAs who can extend their support outside without any expectations because they are receiving people's opinion. And also, TVK is the major player after a very long time in a state like Tamil Nadu. They have extended people's, they have gained people's support. And in situations like this, still is gaining more support from the people. So I believe the other parties were looking at it, and I hope they want to do people's in point of view. People,
when you say still is gaining more support,
yes.
Are you saying that there is a possibility of another election and the TVK is also positioning for that?
Even in such case, I'm saying just even in such case, if it happens, he will sweep with majority. That is what happening because people from both the parties now, after the incidents happening yesterday, that is AIDMK and DMK is in with the allies speaking. After such point, they are completely in a very anger mode that these two guys has to be eliminated and completely ViJay must come to this, power.
Okay.
That is which means they are ready for the next election. The voters of the AIDMK and DMK, now if the chance may arise, they want to poll for TV.
Let me put that question. Sahib, respond to that. Are you positioning yourself for the next election already as he claims? He says you're already positioning for that. And that might be for the next election, the way in which you're seeing, he is alleging that the opportunistic sort of news coming in from the other side of the positions that have been taken by DMK and AIDMK, he says that this is going to have implications for the next election, even if you're preparing for an early election.
So politics is not about tomorrow, sir. Today, this state has no government. That is the situation. First, let us all talk about today. Let us all talk about today, what is going to happen. Let them form the government first, sir. Now we will know. Politics is not a joke. He mocked us saying payasam, pasisam. Now he will know what payasam is. Let him test what payasam is. It's not easy, sir. Winning elections, managing them, keeping the mandate, sustaining the victory, forming the government is no joke. We have been fighting this for last 5 years, which was mocked by the TVK. Now he is tasting his own medicine. Now see, it could be anything. These are all hypotheses. Sir, they are projecting as if it's a massive victory and TVK has not. It is just a 3.5% swing. I agree it's just a 3.5% swing on every election. Now this 3.5% swing is making it like everybody has united, the universe is conspiring against Mr. ViJay. TVK is not at all the fact, sir. I just want to make this clear again. Yeah. Sir, if you are not capable or if you are incompetent to take the numbers beyond 118, let's not blame others. Take the responsibility and do what has to be done. We are very clear, we don't want a constitutional crisis.
Okay, you don't want a constitutional crisis. That's a question for James, but I want to introduce Kasturi as well. Thank you so much for joining us. What would you say as far as the current crisis? Crisis like we've never seen before in Tamil Nadu, no clear mandate, and even in terms of cobbling together an alliance, the TVK says that it's the governor who's not allowing us. The legal precedent is that we should be invited. The DMK, of course, saying that we are not stopping anybody. What really are we going to see happen in Tamil Nadu, Kasturi?
No, the DMK, I just heard him, the DMK is playing this game very smartly. In Tamil we say, Pulayum Kilite Totiliyum Aatrudu, which translates to, you pinch the baby and then you sing the lullaby also. So that's what the DMK is doing. They're trying to fish in muddied waters. And it's very sad because with that kind of, he just talked about 3% difference. There was less than 2% difference between DMK and AIDMK for the last 5 years in the 2021 elections. So are we going to say now that the DMK had nothing on top of the AIDMK? Will they accept that? Never mind that. Now this is about the crisis. I think the biggest problem here is that, in fact, I had kind of gotten a little emotional. I had put out a tweet as well. And after that, hindsight is 50-50, 2020. See, hindsight is 2020. I've realized that in his enthusiasm to celebrate the mandate of the people, which I think is absolute. I think the people have voted for two things. They voted for ViJay and they have voted against the DMK regime. These two are non-negotiable. So I do believe that anybody can come to power in Tamil Nadu, but not somebody who was bedfellows with the DMK till yesterday. We do not.
Congress party. You're saying
Yes,
the Congress cannot come.
it's crazy that ViJay actually went to the governor's Lok Bhavan with, if he had gone as a single largest party, if he had said, look at this, I've got 107 seats.
Okay.
So give me a chance to prove my mettle on the floor.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Okay, that's
But
the question.
when you keep the Congress waiting outside, and they were in a different alliance even when they fought the election, that is such a snafu. You can't take it as a newbie snafu.
Mandate is not for the Congress. Very clearly, there is no mandate for the Congress. And in such a situation, when you're trying to break an opposition, the ruling alliance, and take away the Congress, how is that? Because how is that logically feasible? Because you're saying, I'm the single largest, mandate is for me, and then you're also going with a party that has just 5 MLAs.
See, in the floor, we all know that we have to show the majority. That is 118. And also, the reason TVK went for Congress is the other side. The DMK will pull the legs throughout the ruling party that they are behind BJP. They are led by BJP. So put a full stop to that. Congress is the best choice because ViJay, TVK have completely, repeatedly said we are not against, we are not against the, opinion of people who were thinking that we are comes under a category of our background of BJP. So to break that point, Congress is the best way. So now they can't make that such point, they are leading by BJP, handling by BJP. Now,
Okay.
yeah, so that point.
You wanted to show your ideological. But if you're so firm on your ideological position, why didn't you do your homework and get all the other allies, which you're now trying to do? After going to governor's house, you're told get party A, party B. You should have cobbled together an alliance before you went to the governor's house.
See, actually, there were talks before the election. Multiple talks were there. But TVK and also the other parties doesn't made a ground. But there is everywhere it has happened, right? After poll alliance is also there.
Okay, post-poll alliance is also
It's
allowed.
not
No,
about-
but also, you must answer his question because you didn't hear his response. He says DMK constantly accuses us of being a B team of the BJP. We wanted to make a point by allying with the Congress. Respond to him.
No, this and all is, this is the probably the least intelligent reason to take political decisions. You need to listen to the people of Tamil Nadu, not to the DMK. That is lesson number one to anybody in the TVK. So if you had listened to the people's mandate, you would have known that they voted, they've split the votes against DMK to you and to the AIDMK led NDA. So you needed to, if anything, you should have asked them first. I mean, what you do is, that's why we have a crisis, but you should have asked them first.
You're still hoping
No,
for a
it's not hope.
AIDMK split or
It's not
AIDMK
about
TVK
hope.
alliance.
No, it's not about the hope. I'm just saying you should have done that first because that would be the only thing somebody who respects the people's mandate would have done. You can't go and take Tiruma and communists, and they even asked the Muslim League. They asked everybody after saying...
TVK said no to them. They are with the DMK.
Which is such a disgrace that they have, all these people are saying no to you. Now Tiruma is holding all the cards with two MLAs. So I feel, and number one, it's a constitutional problem. If you go as a single largest party, that's one scenario. If you go as a coalition with the majority, that's one scenario. But if you go as a coalition with no majority, that's neither here nor
We
there.
have to leave it there. Completely out of time. Kasturi Shankar, Mr. Kalyan Raman, James Martin, as well as Syed Hafiz. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Certainly, of course, the pot boiler that Tamil Nadu politics has begun will continue to boil over until, of course, there's clarity as to who's going to be invited as Chief Minister. But for the moment, we're signing out from the Lok Bhavan.